you probably saw one of those in your life. This vending machine in Pokemon toys made part of your childhood of many people, myself included. But one thing that everyone must agree is that they used to be kinda lame, right? I mean, look at this crap. This is not even similar to the original Pokemon. Or like when they decided to simply change the colors for no reason. What if this was intentional? And these, apparently mistakes, were actually new forms, variants, convergent Pokemon of the official ones. Different take here, right? Let's see a couple ones. First, let me mention that the toys images were sent by the member Chiglidu's Games. Since it's his toys, thank you so much. That said, let's start with this colorful Ninetales. Interesting, each has some red on the bottom and blue on the top. So why not making this a rainbow Ninetales? Yeah, a split evolution for Vulpix. My idea was to make it sassy and fabulous, like a Lola Ninetales, since, you know, it has some queer aura on it, I guess. This is why I also added a drag queen hairstyle. This is why I also added a drag queen hairstyle and some rainbow gradients onto the body. And just to mention that I had some count issues. I mean, there are so many tails that I easily get lost. Why does it need to have 9 tails? Say that again. Okay, jokes aside, this is our original Ninetales, a fire fairy type because it matches a lot. Maybe fire psychic can work as well. But we need our first fairy fire type. For this one, I can imagine it walking elegantly, spreading some glitter, and maybe making multicolored fire. So why not to make its own body to change the color depending of the mood, like you're ready for angry, blue when sad, yellow when happy, and the list goes. To contrast this, I guess the shiny can be just black and gray. Yeah, monotone, but that's the goal. Contrast, baby. Okay, next is this woody blue Diglett. Immediately when I saw it, I thought, hey, it could be a great flying type. I don't know why. I guess it reminded me of the sky, then the sand was a bit too similar of clouds. But I'm an idiot and forgot to record the designing process. Boo! Okay, these are convergent. The Winglet, why not? A pure flying type since we have Rookie D as monoflying, thinking of the place of exclusivity from tornadoes. But well, as you can see, it has the Goku cloud. I just couldn't avoid. And the name Winglet, even of having wings, it's because, well, you're gonna see in the evolution. But hey, look at the nose, is not a big, so it is a bulb. Okay, now the evolution, I got some help from the members. I used their ideas as inspirations. The way, besides the priority in the ideas, thanks in the videos and sneak peeks, they also will play the beta version of a game I'm cooking, FroggyMania, a frog collection gacha game for browsers with some mini-games. Yay! All the materials will have early access to it when the beta is done, cause they're becoming a member too. Anyway, the big special thanks for the legendary members Baltai Bandit and Pie Bunny, a big special thanks for the mythical member Prowl, and special thanks for all the members so far. But as I said, the evolution has some member ideas, like using Wakito as inspiration, and when Prowl said holy moly, I thought, hey, they could make it holy, like an angel. So I worked it to be a biblically accurate winglet, with a flying cloud, as another Diglett head, and some wings for it, finally. And yeah, I'm subverting the trio, wait for it. I'm gonna lie, I used some Meta Dragonite inspiration to this one because I think it could match well. But anyway, I added some cloud to the hair, you know, angel hair, to be the last member of the trio, Ha, I told you, cause subverting. It is still a trio, but in a different way. This is a kind of design I like to play. So, be not afraid and let's meet our Wangi trio. It's now flying dragon type. Why? Well, I guess the wings with the cloudy tail remind me a bit of a dragon, and since Pokemon doesn't even need to be too literal to be a dragon, I guess it's fair. These trio cannot go out from each other. They're basically the same entity. A majestic, silly entity, by the way. Oh, and I forgot to show the shiny Wiglet, so there they are. I guess it's pretty fair for you two. Kinda of a chicken vibe. Okay, this is one of my favorites. A Snow White Cacnea. Immediately when Chiglidu's game sent me this image, I thought, oh my god, I need to make this a snowman. Like Jack Frost, that cursed snowman. So note how the needles are like carrots, In the arms are like twigs. The crown is not a silly top hat made of ice. In the eyes and mouth are just some coal. I guess it's coal that people use to make the snowman face, right? I don't know. We don't have heavy snow in Brazil, and that culture of making snow. This is all Jack Nia, from Jack Frost and Cacnea. I know. Sometimes I have good name ideas. But just a silly boy of pure ice type. But it won't last, cause it will evolve, but not into Cactone. In fact, it will have much more of Oogie Boogie this time. Gosh, I love Nightmare Before Christmas. And I got terrified by it as well, but I just couldn't avoid Oogie Boogie because Cactone shape for some reason made me think it is like just a bag full of sand. I don't know exactly why. So, since constantly we have a Jack in that movie too, I didn't stay to make it like a spooky scary skeleton with Oogie shapes. Yeah, I keep this snowman thing, but as you can see, it is much different than Cactone. I wanted to give it a sneeze-layer treatment, you know? I don't know if this worked, but let's know more about Jack Curse, a nice ghost type. Yeah, I took some freedom since it is not so similar to Cactone at all. As I said, like Sneasler and Weavile. Well, it's basically to be a possessed snowman that loves Halloween and Christmas, and curses everyone who dares to mess with its shape. And of course, the shines are green to match the variant of Yugi's design, like it's glowing dark. In a bit of the original Cacnea line, what do you think? Oh, I will be nasty right now. Brown just talked about his suspect, the Sandygast plushie, which I was unaware until now. Oh my, I need to get to words. I won't say anything. Do I need to say something? Look at this. Let's just call it Sandygast and wonder why they made this. But if you're watching this far, comment Sandygast. If you wanna have a part 2 of this video, let's try to reach 300 likes. Can we do it? Anyway, I chose this Sandygast just because I thought this couldn't be a good opportunity to make it a nice cream, like Prowl said. The shovel being like a little spoon and the sand just as cream. This can be interesting. In fact, I made it a chocolate because it's my favorite skin flavor. Inca's chocolate chips remind me of the sand rocks of the OG design. Also note that I made a couple other polls to explain better the design. It can reshape itself, becoming an ice cream ball or the regular shape. And yeah, can melt too, and spin like Sonic. We can name it Sandygast, also a nice ghost type. I know it's literally not a Sunday, but it's similar enough. Shoutouts again to its shape-shifting that can make the design more interesting. I just really have an idea for the evolution. Do you have any? Also take a look in the shiny flakes flavor that also refers the original Sandygast colors. But well, time to work on my favorite. The fact is that Wurmple became my favorite Pokemon. Yeah, sorry Kieran Black, but Wurmple Preciosity is too much for me to deny. It's too much for me to deny. So when I saw this yellow Cascoon, yeah, I know it's Cascoon because of the eye shape. Immediately I wanted to make more Wurmple evolutions. I guess this can work as a whole video. It is not Cascoon, neither Silcoon. It is Golcoon or Cashcoon, like the subscriber said. You guys are just so good at names. Funny that Silcoon reminds me from silver, even though I know it's from silk. So why not gold? Did a special Wurmple use gold coins to build a cocoon fight? Just between Fortnite if soon with the people or Pokemon try to steal it. But if you get lucky enough to get food developed, it will become a dragon. Why? Well, I thought that dragons are related to gold, you know? That have some gold storage in the caves and dungeons, protected by dragons. So yeah, I thought it was natural to think it as a dragon. It will become a big dinosaur Wurmple. A Brontosaurus, actually. Actually, not a dinosaur, it's more like those wingless dragons. The worms just love the idea of making a big dragon that is also super silly with that kitschy Wurmple face. I mean, look at that face, bro. What are you gonna do with this thing? Look at you with this face. Maybe a bit fancy, it's a little big Pokemon. Anyway, it is a bit lazy and glutton. We let's agree that it's justified, right? So, knowing by the duo Golcoon or Cashcoon, Bug Steel type, and ta-da-da-dum, Wurmple, Bug Dragon type. Read this from my friend Luke, and I had this genius idea to mix Worm and Wurmple. Simple and effective. And before you ask, no, Wimple will not be so strong. It will still have these 3A5 base stats like the other evolutions, just to be fair, but bad distributed, my opinion. So don't be scared by its size, it probably won't hurt you, but I try my best to give it decent stats for it. I can do magic, but I can play with the shinies, which I particularly like a lot. What about you? So yeah, if you wanna see more convergents and variants, maybe you would like to see all convergents I made so far, or actually, almost all of them. Just click on the video you see on the screen and have fun. That's it, bye bye huggies!